Hello everyone, this is BCS Buster and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. Well, last time we got Gao on the party after successfully jumping down Barren Falls and getting some dried meat from Mobliz and everything's all good. And now Gao's on our team and he's one of the best party members in the game. And I'm going to go over why he's so important here in just a little bit. But the first thing we want to do is give him some equipment because as you can see, he's naked. So, go on Optimize, we give him a buckler and a plume tent and a Kempo gi, and everything's all good. Now, I do want to point out a couple things. First, let's put him in the back row. And take a look at his stats. His attack power is 109, and his attack power is already higher than both Sabin's and Cyan's, which is going to be incredibly helpful here in a little bit. Now, the reason why Gao is one of the best party members in the game is because of what he can do with his abilities. So let's get into a battle, and I'll show you exactly what Gao can do. Alright, now, what Gao does here is he can assume the form of any enemy that he is currently jumped on, or that he has currently got in his inventory there. And you get monsters here on the Veldt, and the game explained it last time, but I'm going to go over it here. Now let's start with his attacks. So as you can see, he's already got some attacks preloaded. So let's select Magitech Armor. So now Gao can use the powers of the enemy that we've copied there. And as you can see, he's now got a yellow bubble on him. And yellow symbolizes the safe status element, or basically it's protect. So he's got double his defense, which is good. Now, as you can also tell, I am no longer controlling Gao, and the game takes over the control for him, and he basically just does what he wants to do. Now, sometimes he'll cast a special attack, which in this case is Magitech Laser with a Magitech Armor, or sometimes he'll do a physical attack. Now, each rage in this game either has both a physical attack and a special attack. Now, the special attack in this case is Magitech Laser. So we've got a bunch of good ones there, and as the game progresses, I'll show you some of the best ones in the game. But how do we acquire new skills? Well, let me show you. Hopefully we can find one of somebody that I want. So let's take a look. Spritzer, do I want them? Yes, I do want Spritzer. So, to get a new one, what you do is you select the leap command. And Gao all of a sudden will leap on the enemy, and then the battle ends. Now, if you go to your formation, you'll see that Gao is no longer in your team. So what that means is he is gone and he is learning the ability of Spritzer. And so he's going to have that one when he comes back. If you leap on an enemy that's not currently in your rage list, you'll get that one. Okay, now we have Bomb and Cloud here. Now, once Gao has left your party, what you're going to want to do is just continue to fight on the Veldt until Gao comes back. Sometimes he'll come back and sometimes he won't. It's pretty random. I'm sure there's a set percentage of what it is. I don't know what that percentage is off the top of my head. So if you know, BCS Universe, let me know. Now, as you can see, these are enemies that were initially on the Phantom Train, but they have somehow made their way to the Veldt, so that's cool. Let's see if Gao comes back. Nope, he doesn't come back. Now, if Gao would have come back, he would have gained both the Bomb and the Cloud Rage. So basically, Gao learns the rages of the enemies that he leaps and when he returns to the party. So we know he's going to get Spitzer. Okay, now if he comes back, he'll get Megadoloth and Guard. Now you might remember these enemies from the Narsh Caves. So as you can see, you fight enemies from all over the world. My guess is Snowstorm is the ability that we'll get, which back at that point of the game was a devastating ability because we only had like 100 HP, and that each one of those attacks takes up a third of your HP, but now it's not so strong. And when Gao uses it, it will be okay, but it won't be good. Let's see if Gao comes back. Nope, he hasn't come back yet. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fight on the Veldt until Gao comes back, and then I'll show you that here in just a second. Ah, there he is. And there's Gao. Now, definitely what you do not attack Gao as soon as he shows up again. Yep, I know you are. Oh, yes. And as you can see, it says Gao joins us again. So if we go to the rage list, abilities, rage, let's see if we can find it. So you'll see that he's gained the Spritzer rage, there it is, and also the, let's see if I can find it. Oh yeah, there it is. The Valior rage, which is the rage of the enemy that we fought when he came back. So that's how the rage list works. And as you can see, there's plenty of rages that we can get throughout the game. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some time and I'm going to acquire a bunch of rages. It might take me a day or two before I can get all the rages that I want. And then I will go over all of the rages that I've got. And then as the game goes on, I'll show them to you and why they're so important. I'm going to try and get as many rages as I can, just fighting all the different enemies in the game. And again, if I try to show you them all on screen, it would take a really long time. But again, I'll show you the really important ones that I've gotten, and then as the game goes on, I'll show you why they are so important. So I'll take care of those rages, and then I'll be back once I've done with that. Here's an enemy that I definitely want to try and capture, or leap on, the Lesser Lopros. I've decided that I'm going to show you all of the different rages that I'm going to get, so that in case you're playing a different version of the game and you see an enemy that I haven't listed in the video description, you can go and look and then try and get it for yourself. So I figured that'd be useful. Okay, so let's see if we can find Gao coming back. There's Gao back after the Doberman ran away. I actually don't think you can get Doberman as a rage. Friend! Very good. Okay, how are we doing on HP? Yeah, Cyan's doing okay. One thing also that I'll tell you about Gao is that when he comes back, he automatically has full HP again. So that's nice. Okay, let's keep going. But that one, check. Lesser Lopros is really good. Okay, well here's one I don't need, but I'll show you why Lesser Lopros is so good. Okay, so we go, we pick, and there he is. And hopefully he'll do it. Yeah, a fireball spell. Yeah, all of a sudden we can multi-attack enemies. Woohoo! Yeah, look at that damage. Now, the Lesser Lopros is also a flying enemy, as you may have noticed. So now Gao all of a sudden gets the float status. It's not really a status ailment, but you know what I mean. All right. Now here's one that I definitely want to pick up. Templar. Imperial Soldier is, I don't care about that, but I definitely want Templar. That's a really good one. We'll go over that here in a little bit. That gives you the fire, well, I'll show you later. Okay, and Gao rejoined us in a battle with the next group I fought there. And I definitely want to pick up the Alacran, another very, very important one. And I'll go over that here when I get a chance. If Gao doesn't come back in a battle that I'm facing where I don't need the rage, I'm not going to show it, because that's just a waste of time. I'll just say, oh, he came back. Okay, here's another one that I want to try and pick up. Let's see. Cirpius is the one I want, the bird there. All right, we're just getting all kinds of good stuff today. That's awesome. All right. Okay, this would be a good one for him to come back on. And if he could do that, that would be awesome. Okay, because the stray cat is there. Let's see if Gao will come back. Yes! Okay, very good. This is a good one. Stray cat is another excellent rage. One of my favorites, actually. And can set up for a potential exploitation of Gao's skills a little bit later on. But we'll go over that much later. That's a dangerous battle too, because sometimes the Needle Hopper can cast Berserk on saving. And or really on any of your party members, and if your party members are berserked and Gao shows up, and your party attacks Gao, then Gao goes away. Okay, let's put some of these new rages to use. What was one I got that would be useful in this situation? Let's see. Let's go with Templar. Let's show that one off. Yeah, I now have access to the 2nd level fire spell really early in the game. And that's awesome. And as I mentioned, the surrounding yellow bubble also gives him the protect status, which doubles his defense. There you go. So Templar's a good one to have for sure. Definitely want to hang on to that one. Cool. All right. Let's see what else we can find. Come on. Okay, I already have Spritzer, so this will give me a chance to show off. Let's see. Let's see if Stray Cat will work. Yep, Catscratch, which is a very powerful physical attack, and I really like a lot. If you just need to do physical attacks, put Gao in the Stray Cat Rage, and off you go. So love Stray Cat. Definitely want to get that one. All right, let's see what else we can find. Ah, here's a good one. Bomb. We want to get that one for sure. Now, Bomb and Spritzer have the same thing, Blaze, but Bomb can absorb fire attacks, so that could be helpful. So you definitely want to hang on to that one. Okay, so I'll show you another rage there. Another rage that we can get. Let's see, what have I not used yet? I have not used... Oh, I can get Doberman. I wasn't sure if I could get that one, but Doberman's not really that useful. Let's show off... Oh, this would be a good battle to show off Cirpius. Let's show off this one. Yeah! I all of a sudden have access to Hastega, which allows me to put haste on my entire party. Basically just spam that over and over again. So if you have a character that needs a very special attack for a battle, just unleash with Hastega, and you should be good to go. And you can just spam that over and over again. So that can be kind of useful. I like that one. Okay. Well, I really hope Gao comes back on this one. By the way, if you mess up a blitz, that's what happens. It just says incorrect blitz input. So, okay, let's see. Come on, please, Gao, come back. I really want Mew. That would be awesome. Please. Yes! Sweet. Okay, that works. Mew is an excellent, excellent rage. One of my favorites in the game, actually. And one that I will use many, many, many times. All right. Very, very, very good. Okay, let's keep it going. We're on a good rage series here. So let's keep it going. Okay. Well, we've already destroyed this enemy, so it'll give me a chance to show off a rage here. Okay, let's go with one of my favorite ones in the game, Mew. Let's check it out. Okay, he didn't do what I wanted him to do. That's all right. I may have to give him the haste cheese after this is over. Okay, come on, Gao. Do it. Yes! Snare. And if that works, that's instant death on the enemy. So now, I have an instant death attack, which, at this point in the game, is pretty freaking sweet. Yes. Instant death is good. Instant death is so good. This configuration comes up, by the way, quite often. Okay, instant death is so good that we should keep it up. And I have another instant death attack. Where is it? Darkwind. Watch this. Yeah, I now have the break ability, which break in this game is petrify. So now I can turn my enemies to stone also. So 2 instant death attacks. So now I have level 2 fire, level 2 haste, 2 instant death attacks, and that's awesome. Okay, let's see. What other ones have I not shown off yet? Well, that wouldn't be a good battle for this one. Let's see here. Show off that one. I've shown off that one. I usually can't. I thought I could get. Yeah, Megalodoth. Okay, let's show off that one. Megalodoth, by the way, is a claw instrument, or is a clawed enemy. So hopefully it will do the attack that I want him to do. And also, another thing about Gao's Rage is you can see he'll alternate between the special attack and physical attack. So, and you know, you lose all control of Gao, as I mentioned, once he goes into rage mode. So, okay, let's see if he does it. Okay, come on. I don't know if I get turbo mode on this thing. I gotta see if I can figure that out. Okay, come on, do it. Oh, he's not gonna do it now. Oh, yes, he will. Okay, sweet. Snowstorm. So now I can cast an ice spell on everybody. Not too strong, but if you have enemies that are weak to ice, it could be useful. All right, very good. Let's see. What else do I want to get? Okay, a couple more that I'm going to try and get. And then I really want to get a specific one, but if I don't get it, it's not that big of a deal. Ah, here's another good one. Cloud. Another excellent rage for this point in the game. And I already have bombs, so that's good. But yeah, Cloud is another very, very, very important one. Still not the one that I'm really looking for, but it's pretty darn good. Alright, very good. Okay, I'll show you off why I like Cloud so much. Not just because his name is badass, if you recall from Final Fantasy VII, but because he has Thundara. Woohoo! Yeah, so now I have level 2 Thunder Magic this early in the game as well. So, Gao can, like I said, if you really take the time to invest in Gao and get him some attacks, he is by far the most powerful character at the game at this point. And it only gets better as the game goes on, trust me. Okay, I haven't shown off this one yet, Alacran, so let's show off that one. Yeah! Numb status ailment. So I can now also cast Stop on my enemies. So that's very, very, very good. Okay. You know, I think I'm good. You know, I've gotten enough good rages. There are a couple more that I wish I could get, but I've been at this for about an hour, and you know, sometimes they just won't show up. And really, I've gotten the main ones. There's a couple more that I would like to get. If you can get Trillium, that's a really good one because it gives you the bio spell. I haven't run into one of those yet, though. The number one to try and get if you can is Guard Leader. And if you can get one of those, it gives you Wind Slash, which is really, really, really nice. And then the final one that I haven't got yet is Satellite Enemy, and that gives you Sonic Boom, which essentially is the same as the Bushido ability. Oh goodness, I don't remember what it's called. The one that reduces your enemy's HP in half. And that is called, good Lord, I can't remember. Tiger. That's what it is. So, there's that. Okay, that's good. You know what? That's good for right now. I may walk around for a little bit longer, but other than that, I'm good. Cool. Alright, and we are now ready to continue on with the story. But what about the soldier here in Mobliz? What is his fate? And what is that shiny treasure that Gao was speaking of? You'll have to wait till next time to find out. So then, this is BCS Buster signing off. Don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at BCSBusterLP, check out my blog, check out my donations page, and as always, take care, y'all.